We're still showing up as not being live in Twitch yet. Let's go double check Restream, because Restream will be the first one to do it. Alright, and sending data, it looks like, to YouTube. I'm still sending data over to Twitch. We're still working on it. Come on, Twitch. Catch up to us, baby. Come on. It says it's sending data. Twitch takes a hot second, I've noticed. I'm streaming on Twitch. Yay for us, we have successfully streamed. But aloha, you can call me Craw. I'm a dad streamer here on Twitch, and of course I do not have my bot's name up yet. Give me a second. Change bot name is usually all it takes. There it is. Bot's name is in the house. But aloha, you can call me Craw. I'm a dad streamer here on Twitch and YouTube. I'm a Toastmaster. I'm a member of the Green Party. And today we are building a Lego treehouse. I'm so excited about this. I think one of the reasons I'm so excited about this particular build is it has been a fun build. Like, I remember when this... Educator Gamer, welcome on in. Aloha, my good friends. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know Educator Gamer, you're missing out on one of the nicest, coolest dudes I know. Feel free to check him out, see what they got going on, and if they're your type of vibe, drop them a follow. But pleasure to be here. I know you're on alert. Enjoy that run. It's good to stay in shape, my friend. And yeah, see you later, buddy. So yeah. We are working on this wonderful set, and this set has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed building it so far. It's been one of those sets that I feel like has helped me learn, right? I'm not saying I don't learn from every set. I'm saying when I get a set that helps me learn, it just makes me feel that much better. You know, there's definitely been some things that I feel like I didn't know how to do until I started doing them here. So, yeah. And that's what this is about. This is what Twitch is all about. Growing as a leader and a communicator. Meanwhile, I'm looking for one of my many, many Tupperwares that I'm supposed to have around here. Oh, they're over here. I doubt I'm going to need more than one. Aloha! Nanook, how are you doing, my friend? It's been a while. How are you doing? Those who do not know Nanook, he is a wonderful human being, an Alaskan streamer. Does things like... Does some like first-person shooters, like obviously playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but also does Flight Sim. That's where I mostly know him from. Just a chill, overall good dude who wants to make the world a better place. So check him out, let us know what you think, and drop him a follow if you're into that kind of thing. I'm sorry to hear that you had a bad back, but I'm glad to hear it's all better now. Oh my god, I got all the stars on tonight. I got Coded Lemur is here too. Coded, it's a pleasure to have you here. I don't know if that joke comes across, Coded. Please tell me if it comes across or not. I was worried about that one. You've been seeing a chiropractor for a couple of weeks, but you feel better. That is excellent. I'd like to hear that you're feeling better, especially when a chiropractor does their jobs. It's just terrible. Hey, you know, not all my jokes are good. If you want my go live notification, the go live notification is, I don't know why my credit score is so low. Maybe that will be a better joke for you. So let's make sure we get our Nolan on. Yeah, see? That one's a good one. That is a classic. All right, let's get some Nolan action on everybody. It is better. It's a good one. I like that one. Like, I saw that one and I was like, that I have to do that one. I really like my new scenes that I've done with for Lego builds. I changed up my scenes for a very, very selfish reason. I've been trying to get better about taking clips and editing them and putting them up on TikTok and Hover. I used to be really into Hover. I'm not into Hover as much anymore. I still like Hover. I still think it has value. I just haven't been as excited about it as I've been about TikTok lately. Maybe this one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I was like, I'm missing one. And so one of the things I found was it's very easy to edit because I can build macros that can then take my my normal clips and say, this is where my head is all the time. This is where the action is every time. But because the Lego scene, it had things in so many different places, I couldn't macro edit it. I couldn't just say, hit a button and have everything get applied. So I had to change it up so it was a little more consistent. Oh, Coded was having... Ooh, the Nook's gonna get some king salmon. That is dope. I'm excited about that. Coded was talking to people about crawfish. Yes, I know what crawfish are. And you know that crayfish are on crawdads? I said, well, I have a friend whose nickname is Craw, and he's a dad. And for fun fact, Coded, my radio name was Crawdaddy. And I debated when I started streaming on Twitch, do I want to go by Crawdaddy? Right, because that is a name that I've used oftentimes, and I do like it. And I really liked it, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, you know what? Crawdaddy was a period of my life, and I'm not saying I'm past that period of my life. I'm just saying I wasn't going to dive right back into it as much, so that's why I didn't go with Crawdaddy as my stream. Hey, everything is free now that I'm not an affiliate coded. Everything is free. It's nothing but freedom now. Everything you get on my stream is free. No commercials, nothing. I do have to say, this has a lot of brown. And for those who know anything about Lego, know that brown is the most brittle color they have. Yes. Hey, I'm glad you're able to get here. I did end up tallying the Among Us points from the other night. I need to publish them in the Discord, but because I know you care and you happen to be here. Let me bring it up. Among Us scores. Actually, I didn't do the one thing I need to do. I need to do a pivot table. So let's do a pivot table real quick. Okay, we're gonna bring this over here. Come on. So let us switch to the screen building. So here's all the scores. Let's make ourselves a pivot table real quick. Insert pivot table from table range. I should name my table first. Let's go over to the historical. Let's call this particular table design table 1. Copy. For those who do not know how to pivot tables, this is a quick lesson on how to do it from the data. So what we're saying is always get the information from table range 1. We want to have players as a row information, and we have a score as a value. We don't want a sum. We want to have an average. Value field settings, average. And yes, Audrey. No, not right now. We'll do it later. Tomorrow. Love you.
Why?
Because I'm not doing it right now. I'm not going to spend the time to research it. All right. Let's see. I want to sort this. No, I want to sort by this. I don't know how to sort by this. So here's what it is. Coded, you had a 20.40 average, which puts you up pretty high. Why don't I see my score on here? What were my scores? Why am I not on this? Oh, I'm me. That's why. I'm me. I had a 16.02. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's way off screen. There it is. There it is. So yeah, so this is what our numbers look like right now. Let's make it big for everyone. So as you can see, Coded currently is in the lead in the MVP ranking with a 20.4. Coming in second is me with a 16.2. Devoted is pretty high at 14.16. Zelby's respectable to 13.72. So that put her in 4th place. Our slacker, our absolute worst player, according to the score, was Pippa. So, yeah, I got to put that on the scoreboard. But I thought it was interesting. I mean, I think the thing that was hardest for me was doing it during the game. But this is what it is. Geeky did not have a good numbers. She didn't have good numbers. Bear was 11 points. So Bear is twice as good as Moose, according to this. Zelby and Badger, that's a power couple there. And I mean, Zyla. Ooh, Zyla's not very good. Badger did better than Zyla. But yeah, power couple right here, Coded with the 24 and the Zelby. You guys should, you know, pat yourselves on the back for that. I do record, so all the game is up on YouTube, right? All of my stuff is on YouTube. It's broadcast directly to YouTube. I'm a multi-streamer right now, and that's what I'm thinking of doing. I think next time what we'll do is I'll watch it and score it that way, because I've never sit down and watched them before. And what I may also do is I may just have a camera and like take pictures like every game, just every time we get to one of the screens, just take a picture too. That might be another approach I might do. That way I can see, boom, these are the people in the meeting. And then I just have to record who wins what. Yeah. But it was fun. It was fun. What did you think of it? What do you think of it? Now that you know how you stand from a scoring perspective, what are your thoughts? I mean, you're in first, so I hope you're saying this is the best idea you ever had, Craw. Yeah, you're winning, so you're happy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If I was winning too, I also would be very happy. Anything you proves your dominance, you're happy with. Hey, I do what I can to make you feel dominant, my friend. How was it to play knowing that we were keeping score? Like, how was that? Did that change the way you played in any way, or? Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I didn't want to make like a whole point throughout the game. Like, oh, here's the updated scores. If I could do that on screen, that would be interesting. Have like a scoreboard, but I figure I'd need like someone whose job it is to do that. I mean, I think that could be interesting. All right, and now this has got to come over here. That is going to go next to you because you're a book. And there's the person. I like to go off just because it makes it more interesting. It causes things to happen. I only bunch up when it's like a good reason to bunch up. Like if we can bunch up and get that win on tasks, I will bunch up quicker than anyone else. And actually, I haven't talked to a lot of people about it, so I'm glad that you brought it up, because that was one thing I didn't do. Tasks win, the bread and the butter, the father of two, exactly. Win on tasks, baby. And actually, the strategy of trying to get killed so that you can get things going is a bad strategy from a point perspective. Unless you guys can win on tasks. Winning on tasks is the only way that everyone gets credit. Well, except for the imposters. Yeah, it is easier to do your tasks as a ghost. And you don't have to worry about... Like, it's so... Being ghost is such a boring thing. Can't think of anything more boring in Among Us than being the ghost. Ghost Imposter is a lot of fun. Alright. I think we've nulled enough. These are going to be kind of pains in the tuchuses to get together. Oh. There we go. Okay. I'd ring in the evening. It is the worst. Alright, looks like we're going to start building now. We're going to start things off with this girl. What are we on? We're on Knowling. Let's go back to Big Craw for this. This is a little freckle-faced girl with a fishing vest and little short feet. There it is. I think it's cute. I think it's a cute minifig. There. This one, will this one focus a little better? Nope. That doesn't focus any better. I need a really one that I can like zoom in on something really tight. That's the next thing I gotta work on for this. A macro zoom lens. Oops, wrong one. Alright, so we got a girl. We're going to put her on the little stand. Now we can start building. Aloha, Zelby. Ooh, Zelby was playing Calico. How are you enjoying that game? And Zelby, did Coded tell you that we went over the scores earlier and that you were the 4th best player in Among Us? The 4th best player in Among Us. He did. Oh, he probably texted you like immediately. He was like, I'm going to get on WhatsApp and immediately tell her that we're the best couple there. And Geeky, so disappointed in her. I expected better from her. Zyla, too, another person. Didn't do very good. Oh, in your video chat. Oh, wow. Wow, look at you guys. Fancy schmancy. Fancy schmancy. All right. Looks like we got to build some stuff now. We're going to start with 2 of these. Have you guys ever seen the movie Airplane? Yeah, but usually she's better. You have not. So one of my favorite parts of the movie Airplane is when they're like singing the song. Like the stewardess, she gets out like a guitar and she's strumming along and she keeps knocking the like IV out of the kid's hand and like everyone's like clapping along to the song. Cody, you need to see that movie. It's one of the greatest. I still like you as a friend. I'm just saying, you need to watch that. Alright, we gotta build this. Where's this gonna go? Let's take this off. Mahalo, friend. Oh, I'm glad you'll watch it. The reason I'm thinking of it is I'm listening to Peter, Paul, and Mary in my headphones. And they're playing this song, The River Jordan, and that song in that movie is a parody of this song. And I can't, like, listen to the song The River Jordan and not think of that scene. Like, they are just inground into my head. And it also makes me think of the movie A Mighty Wind, which is one of my favorite movies that, like, not enough people have seen. A Mighty Wind is such a good movie. It's so underappreciated. Mahalo for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you here, Coden. You're a true gentleman and human being, and I really value our friendship. Aw, mahalo, friend. The same one. Alright, looks like we're gonna need 2 of these. And 1 of the bricks. So these are the curved pieces here. They're kind of curvy. So we're going to take that and we're going to put that on the edge. And we're going to put this in the middle. And we're going to put the brick facing backwards. So as you can see, we're building kind of the outside up a little more. We are one. We are one. Yes, A Mighty Wind. Such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's... So I think one of the reasons I appreciate the movie A Mighty Wind so much is, like, I was raised by hippies, and I've listened to a lot of hippie music. Like, if it was, like, popular in the Haight-Ashbury in, like, the late 60s, my parents owned it. And, like, when I watched that movie, like, it's one... an incredibly funny movie, but 2, the music in that movie is, like, painfully accurate to, like, the type of music you had. And it's just like, if you, like, put that album on for people from that era and didn't tell them it was a parody album, I don't know if they would know. I honestly don't know if they would know. I honestly don't know. All right. So we just built this stanchion here that I'm on top of. Oh, another window. Don't let the light go out. I'm gonna move this over here just so I can keep this closer to me. There we go. That's good. Now we're going to be building something. It looks like fancy. This is going to be some sort of fancy schmancy wall. So I'm going to start with this 4 by 1 modified brick. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go. Ooh, I need a printed piece here. Nice. I like this printed piece. It's like a little treasure map. My kids do not know enough Peter, Paul, and Mary. I should force them more often. I'm gonna go load all my Peter, Paul, and Mary onto our car for our car trip this weekend, and I don't even care. The flower's gone. Will they ever learn? All right, now we're going to take this, and this is going to go interesting right in there. So as you can see from the back, we now have built this back wall. It's got 2 snot sections here, so that's going to be interesting to see what we put there. And then when we flip it around, we can see that this is on top of the bed. It's a nice little shelf above the bed with a little poster that the guy can sit in his bed and look at. Overall, very cute. All right, and then we're gonna take these 4 and these 4 and put them up there. And then we're going to take 3 of these expanding joint pieces. And we're going to use them to start forming some sort of connection to the top. And that's going to make it, again, a very secure build now. 1, 2, 3. Again, it's nice and secure now, right? Like, this is a little more stable. I'm not going to drop it like we did last time, but this is very stable now. Oh, that's interesting. I thought they would do something differently over back here, but what they're going to do is they're going to take these 1 by 8, 1 by 8, no, 1 by 6 plates, and that's what's going to go over the snot pieces. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like they could have done something more interesting there. All right, we're gonna need 2 more of those, and then we're gonna need our light brown. Oh, when will they ever learn? I keep debating if, now that I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, if I should just go full DMCA at this point, right? Just go full DMCA. I keep going back and forth on that. Will they ever learn? All right, and then this is going to go to the back. We're going to take the frying pan piece. We're going to stick it in there, and it's going to hold in. Okay, that's interesting. So we now have built this window frame here, but also on the back side of it, it's hard to tell, but they have a kind of a lamp up here, a lamp right here. Interesting. Inside, all the thousand things. Inside, to start. Inside, where the house is up above the matter. All right. Again, we're continuing to build pictures around. All right, and then that is gonna go there. And then this is going to be 2 with a circular one in the middle. So again, let's nice and flat, although it doesn't matter as much. It still looks better, I think, to do that. Inside, flower the mountain part. Inside. Then we can build this on of the matter. There we go. Oh, it looks like we're building another bed. Nope, still big me. Okay. Ooh, this is looking good. This is looking really good. I like this. Inside. Inside. Oh, gotta come up here because now we gotta make the top part of the bed. There we go. It's nice. Where you'll find the heart, that's where you'll find the heart of the matter. Okay, and we're going to continue to build out this bed. Is this song? I think it is. It's one of my favorite songs as a kid. Still a good song today. It is. Alright, so there's a song called The Marvelous Toy. And I was just a wee little lad, there of hope and joy. My father homeward came one night and gave to me a toy. A wondrous story, behold it was, very was bright. And when I laid eyes on it, it became my heart's delight. It went zip when it moved, and when it stopped, and brrr when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Sorry, I'm a terrible singer. Picked it up. I got a surprise. For right on the bottom were two big buttons and like red eyes. I first pressed one, then pressed the other, and then that process nutted. And when I set it down again, there is what it did. It went zip when it moved, and when it stopped, and when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. First went left, then marched right, then marched under a chair. And when I was hit at and it wasn't even there. Started to cry, then my daddy laughed. That I would find was I turned around, my marvelous toy would be marching from behind. It zipped when it moved and when it stopped and when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Brum, 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 brum. Years have gone by, too, it seems. I'm a own little boy. And yesterday I gave to him my marvelous little toy. His eyes nearly popped right out of his head. So he used to be a lovejoy. Neither one of us knows just what it is, but it gets it just like me. It still goes zip when it moved and it stopped and when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. I love that song as a kid. I still love it. It's a good song. All right, we have built this wall here now. On the inside, it's nothing special. Summers when I was a kid. Oh, I haven't set my alarm. Let's get up and do some squats, everyone. Look away from your monitors. It's been 40 minutes. We should have done this in 20. 1.
Once again, I'm on. I'm France, and we just want to pump you up. All right.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's easy, you know. You can be awkward and you can be slow. That's why I'm here in right field, just watching the dandelions grow. Again, dull little leagues never have lefties that pull. I dream of the day someone hit one my way. They never did, until I would pray I would get a fantastic catch on the run and not lose the ball in the sun. Then I would wake from my long reverie and pray that the ball never came out to me here in right field. It's easy, you know. You can be awkward, you can be slow. That's why I'm here in right field, just watching the dandelions grow. Off in the distance, The game carrying on. There's strikes on the batter. Some runners are on. I don't know the inning. I've forgotten the score. Some team is lulling, and I don't know what for. Suddenly, everyone's looking at me. My mind has been wandering. What could it be? I go to the sky and I look up above, and the baseball falls into my glove. Here in right field, it's important, you know. You gotta know how to thresh. You gotta know how to throw. That's why I'm here in right field, just watching the dandelions grow. Well, I'm unfortunately short a piece. I'm gonna have to go see if I can find this piece. Or at least a different version of that. Nope. Nope. It might be with my minifigure pieces. Nope. Alright, let's go look. No. I'm trying to think where else I would have a piece like that. I'm gonna use, so I think it's the same height. I think it's the same height. Let's look. Oh man, they're close. Lightsaber's just a little too short. Oh, I know where I have one. I know where I have one. And it's right here. I'm sorry I'm rating you, piece. What it is that thing is not fully built and it's missing pieces, and so I'm gonna want to fix that in later anyway. So I'm okay rating it now. All right. There you go. Holy Toledo. Wow, I haven't heard from that person in ages. Don't you love when you get like the LinkedIn update and it's like, this person who's fallen off the face of the earth, they're not off the face of the earth anymore. They're posting on LinkedIn. I guarantee if I posted something on LinkedIn, a couple 100,000 people would get that email notification. Huh. All right, okay, that works. Now we're gonna build another one of these little there we go with the Black Panther ears. That underneath it does show nice, and then that's gonna go right on. Okay. Now we have to flip this upside down because we have to do some secure stuff on the bottom. Alright, we're going to take you. Alright, how was that before I broke it? Okay. Again, this is why I refuse to classify this set as a play set. I do not care what anyone says about that. This is not a play set. This is a display set. This comes apart so easily. So easily, this is popped apart. Time and time again. And I'm done. I'm so annoyed with how easily this one has come apart. Okay, so let's flip this the right way. Son of a... Would it have killed Lego to have me, like, put the supports on before I started putting these little ledges on, too? It's still a beautiful set. It is still a beautiful set. I love the way it looks. Okay. Oh, that's cute. So this is a little book they have us make. It says Once Upon a Time on the inside of it. It's probably a reference to the pop-up book, Lego Ideas. And it's got a little space to sit right next to the bed up here. Probably really good to hear in the instructions, you can see it. Just kind of sits right in there. That's such a cute thing. It's not in there very well. It's gonna fall out frequently. There we go. And we're gonna build another one of these. These are supports for what I'm assuming is gonna be the roof. All right, and that's going to go there. Puff the Magic Dragon. Book fell out again. and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Alright, now we have to put it onto the tree. Alright, so this is going to go load sail. There it goes. There it goes. So we have cabin number 1, cabin number 2, and now cabin number 3. I didn't even have it on me when I did that. Alright, we'll do it again. Cabin number 1, cabin number 2, and cabin number 3. And we have some extra pieces, which I'm going to take the second to put actually away because I got time. I got time right now. I rarely take the time to put things away. Right? Like I have a whole system, and I'm like, oh, cool. We'll put them away later. And right now I'm like, no, let's do it now. No time like the present. All right. And that's going to come up here. Okay, you're going to go in there. Yep. And then, oof, I don't even know where this last one's gonna go. This is a slope piece. Plate, more plates. It makes sense that slopes would be with bricks. Yep, here they are. Puff, the magic dragon, lives by the sea. And frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. All right. See what's next. Looks like we're going to build some roofs next. On to bag 13. I don't know why I do such a good job of folding these bags up. It's going into the trash. All right. Make sure we knoll these up good. I can get this over here. All right. There it goes. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. All right. I don't know why I wanted to switch them. I just did. I was about to say, don't do me in. Come on, Lego. All right. Look at all these 2x6s. There's a lot of high quality 2x6s, I'll tell you what. There we go. Another one of my favorite songs is the song Old Stew Ball. I always thought the Old Stew Ball was a very interesting song because it's portrayed as, it's played in this very romantic melody. But at the end of the day, it's a song about a degenerate gambler. He never drank water. He always drank wine. My idol was silver. His mane, it was gold. And the bell of his rattle has never been told. Her ground was routed. I can squeeze in another row. There we go. Heavy on the bed on the mare. Oh, it's been 20 minutes, everyone. Stand up, stretch, look away from your monitors, everyone. It's good to get that so you don't get any eye strain. And if you want, do some squats with me. 1.
Once again, I'm on. I'm France, and we just want to pump you up. All right.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bum 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 ba bum ba bum bum bum. All right. Now some 2x3s. How many roads must the man walk down before he call him a man? How many fleas must a wise man sail before she sleeps in the sun? How many for they are ever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must the mountain exist before they cross through the sea? How many years must the people exist before they are allowed to be free? How many times must a man turn his head, pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Many times must the man jump up before he can see the sky. How many years does one man grab before they just hear Rivers cry? How many deaths must it take to he knows? Too many people have died. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. What was some music that your parents listened to that even as you've gotten older, you still listen to? You know, your parents don't have to have listened to incredible life-altering music like the Beatles for you to really appreciate it. It's funny to think, like, what is the music that, like, my kids will associate with me? They definitely will associate Third Eye Blind with me, that's for sure. Let's do these ones next. No, that one, because those need to come over here. Okay. We shall all be free. Yeah, let's do these light blue ones next. Someday, hey, hey, hey. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Oop, wrong. Okay, those would be next. Knolling is such a relaxing activity. Sometimes you just need it, right? Like, everything that's going on I can sit here and I can null. And it can be a very peaceful, relaxing activity. I don't think people appreciate that as much as they need to. Not that there's anything wrong with it. You don't have to appreciate everything. I'll null these ones too. Just kidding. This isn't too bad in terms of having small pieces. Oh, I didn't do my 20-minute timer. So one thing I particularly like about this is I'm going to be building, I think, the same structure 3 times. That would be my guess. I don't see why there would be any drastic deviations. I think they'll change it up a little bit, if only so that it won't be the same build 3 times. Right, like there's 6 of these. What do you bet 2 of them go on each roof? What do you bet? I mean, there's only 2 of those, so I mean that they're gonna change things up a little bit with each build, but turn that one upside down so it's nice and lined up. Now we're going to take these last ones. I kept coming back and forth if I really need to null these ones out. I'm like, might as well. I mean, I love Peter, Paul, and Mary. I did such beautiful music at times, but every now and then the naivety of it springs out. Like, if religion is something the rich could buy, it's like they have, and I'd say that as a fairly religious person. See, so it's 3 and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we're going to take one of these, and this is going to be laid across. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So you can see what it's looking like in the instructions as well. And I'm building only one of these, so I do think I'm going to be building 3 separate builds. I'll just be very curious to see how they differentiate it, so that it really does feel like 3 separate builds. And we're going to take one of you in the middle. This is going to be a very complex build. I'm just going to say that right now. This is one of those builds that, to make it have that thatched hut look, is going to be more complex than it needs to be. Alright, and then we're going to come up here. And then we're going to take another one of these brown ones. We're going to take 2 of you. And you go across like that. So again, we're building kind of a little ship. Anything's a spaceship if you let it be. Alright. This is going to go on the other side. What do you bet? It sits on it like this. Like this structure here is probably going to be consistent across all the builds. Yep. It's a very strong structure, very well put together. Okay. Okay. Step 551, then 552 is going to be 2 of these. Underneath it like this. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is a fancy build. Okay. Leaves into sunshine. We leave all of the new tomorrow. Okay. Now we're going to flip this upside down. And it needs to be like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Then we're going to flip it over. And then we're going to need you. Nice. And then that is going to pop in like that. Interesting. So as you can see, it pops in, and it really can only be at one, like it doesn't, it's got a little wiggle room, but not much. Interesting. I like it. All right, let's get down and build some more. My heart again. Leave to the sunshine. All the hauling. New tomorrow. My heart again. Weave me the sunshine. Out of the fallen. Okay. So again, we're building another wing just like we did with the last one. Then we're going to flip it upside down. And this is going to be different because this is going to be the other side of that little penchant. No, I'm building this right here, this one over here. My bad. Okay, and then that's going to pop on nicely like this. Which one do I need? I need my son. All of it well, then the day is done. And if you take my hand, my son, all will be well while the day is done. So again, pops on nicely like that, giving a nice curve to the roof. Day is done. Okay, now we get to build the middle wing, which is going to be you. Earlier today I was watching the new Matrix movie, and God, that was a terrible movie. I didn't see the whole thing. So, I mean, there's still, like, the hope that there's going to be, like, this great, profound ending. It did. The one thing it did do, and I was happy it did it, it answered the question, the thing that was bugging me most about the movie. Why? Why are we doing this again? And it gave me an answer. I don't like the answer. It's not a great answer, but it works. I feel like it answers the question. If you think about the original Matrix trilogy, it ends with Neo defeating the robots. So how is Neo back in there with the robots again? And they do an adequate job of explaining that. Adequate. I don't necessarily want to spoil it because I don't hate the movie. Like, I feel like maybe I'm weird. I only want to spoil a movie. I only want to spoil a movie if I hate it and I don't want anyone else to enjoy it. Is that wrong? Is that wrong to believe that? Oh, 73. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. I like they have a picture here, just in case you weren't sure which one you're supposed to grab. Grab the one that doesn't have the ball hook on the end of it. At 575. Good night. Night, Irene. Good night, Irene. Good. You in the dreams. And now this is gonna pop on. Okay. Alright, and now we get to build one more. And then we'll have our first roof done. Irene, good night, Irene, good night. Night, Irene, good night, Irene. You in my dreams. 82. Okay. 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 Again, make sure you grab the right one. Okay, and then we're going to flip it over. There we go. Nice. And then that's going to pop in like that. And there we go. We now have a roof. Which roof is this? This is going to be this roof over here. So let's bring our structure back over. so you guys can see it. I'll make sure you see it go on. We're going to be putting it in this one. This is the one with the bottle. And it wants us to put it with this facing out. There. Okay. There it is. Alright, we got 3 more of those to build. That was good. I like that. That was a good build. I like, if you notice, the last one had red underneath it. This one has green. Like color coding it. So you, in theory, know which one goes back to which one. Holy Toledo, they did that. Look at that. We're building this roof. Red, red. Well done, Lego. Well done. Well done, Lego. I didn't even notice that they pulled that off. Don't mean a thing of you. You'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, hate to go. Nope. Won't have to say it's me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Being on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. My mom told me that song always made her think of my dad. So my parents went to high school together, and then my dad went off to college, and then served in the military. Wouldn't have to fly off to Vietnam and came back and would go back. So she always thought about him with that song. And when Sarah and I were long distance for a period of time, I thought of her too when I had that song. So anyone out there who does not live in the general vicinity of the person they love, I get that song. I hope you get that song too. All right. My land. Okay. All right. We can put this over here, because we're going to build some more of those wings. This land was made for you and me. one of these days, like, I'm just gonna... Okay. You know what? I'm pretty convinced that this... It's gonna be different, though. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And then regret our decision later. And that is a 20-minute warning. If you've been paying attention for 20 minutes, stand up. Look away from your screens, blink your eyes, I'll help with your eye strain, and if you want to get some squats in, join me as I hit my 1,000th squat on stream.
Once again, I'm on. I'm France, and we just want to pump you up. All right.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1,000 on stream. No. Alright, so this one's got me a little confused because it only has one. I only have one more of these left. So who knows what this one's going to be. But this one's going to be different. Back to this one. Okay. Okay. Flip it upside down. There you go, that's good. Okay. Inch, row by row. Gonna make this feel grow. $606. By inch, row by row. There you go. And then that is going to pop in. There we go. Nice. So almost every iteration will do this. We've yet to have one iteration that doesn't build this. So we're gonna, again, we're jumping to conclusions. Just to see how much predictability there is. There we go. Yep, okay. Okay. Yep. We're still doing very accurately. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to build these two in the middle. Okay, and then that's going to go onto this side. And then we're going to take you, you, and you. And we're going to take it and pop it on top, like this. So again, we continue to build a very nice, well-constructed roof. Again. Or then wine. Whoa. Kisses sweeter than wine. Okay. All right. Okay. Flip this back over. And then you're going to go onto that with just this one turquoise, this blue dot there. There we go. Okay. And then again, we're going to start with that, and we're going to build that same base structure that we've built so many times already. Again, this is where it deviates after we've put that structure together. That's when we start to get some deviation. Okay, and then we're going to take this and pop that right on there like that. We can turn it over, and there's going to have no attachments on it to make it look pretty. Not every section of the roof can. There we go. And then this is green, because we have the green infrastructure. We know it's going to go under the green one. And of course, it has to go on that way because it can't, like this side, the flat side is what's going to go up against the tree. That's interesting. That has to be off. There you go. There. Okay. This one wasn't on as well as I wanted it to be on. So as you can see, we now have two roofs. And they are violently swinging down here. Oh man, it's snoring. bumped his head and he went to bed and he didn't wake up in the morning. Alright, we already built this for the most part. Let's see where it changes. Alright, I got it wrong. It's going on this side, and then this side just has this one little nub. So they didn't short me any pieces. Otherwise, yeah, okay. I'm very curious why they had this side not have that curve that all the other ones did. I'm just curious what they're gonna do. Lego always has a reason. They always have a reason. Bumped his head and he went to bed and he couldn't wake up in the morning. Rain, rain, go away, come again some other. Oh. Ring, the old man is snoring. First time I had to use the brick separator today. Pretty good to go that long with having to need to use it. Hour and 37 minutes in. I don't know what my record is, but I feel like that's my new record. Oh, I didn't start my last timer, most likely. All right. I had an alert. Oh, that's unfortunate. I hope it dries out. It should. I had an alert on my phone that said someone was at my front door. And I was like, who is at my front door? 20 minutes ago. And then when I looked at it, it was my wife getting a package. Okay. And then we can put that on. And then that can go on. Okay, and then we can flip that over. And there it goes, that's nice. And that's going to be our first one to plug into this last roof. The tan roof. It's funny, it's like even the slightest deviation from how you start can throw you off. As long as you start with the L in the right position, you're golden. That's the key, is you have to start with the L in the right position. Alright, then we're going to flip it upside down. That's interesting. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, of course, this is a side that they have the deviation on without having the arch. So, again, it's going to end early. Not going to have that little kick out. There you go. Again, good to have the curvature down. Nice. And then we got one last one of these. And then that's going to go on nicely there. And that clicks into place, forming a very good little roof here. This is a very good roof. You can click the 3x1 into the L. I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh. Bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh. I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Woo. Hammer, I've had a spell. I got a song to sing all over this land. It's the song of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's the bell about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's the song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Oh, the 70s. When we had so much faith and optimism. Wow. And then that's going to click in there nicely. This art set down, so you can see we now have our last roof. And again. And then this is going to go on nicely like that. Yep. So here we go. We have now finished bag. This is good for the top view. We now have 1, 2, 3 roofs. As you can see. I hope you enjoyed this. So this is bags 12 and 13 that we finished today. The next bag is bag 14. That's going to be in 2 weeks from tonight. We're going to do bag 14, which looks like it's just continuing up the mast. Yeah, it just continues up. It finishes the top of the tree portion. And then 15 looks like it's some stuff down here. So we'll probably do 2 bags. The 14 and 15 don't look like they're long bags. Right? I mean, these look like they're simple, easy bags to build. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we get to. We'll leave it there. Alright, time to raid. If you know of someone that you feel like, hey, Craw should meet this person, they're cool and they're dope, leave their name in the chat. I'm going to look at all the channels I follow, and yeah, we'll talk about who we should be raiding. Oh, I have someone I want to meet. It's going to be hard to beat this person. It's going to be hard to beat that person. I'm just double checking. I'm double checking. All right. We're reading this person who I think is amazing. I think they're phenomenal. I have never been in their chat before. Their name is A Walmart Parking Lot. I know them from TikTok, where they absolutely crush it. They do a series where they judge houses they cannot afford on Zillow. They're like, I'm buying this $38 million house in Shreveport, Louisiana, and then they just talk trash about it. And she's just generally a riot, a lot of fun. We're gonna rate her because why not?
Everyone smile for your class picture. Look, I'm about to take a screenshot. You can see it
She's
right
just,
here.
she's got the right vibe.
I feel like a genius that I got the class pic. Good, Jessica, you are a genius. Okay.
All right, so let's go in there. I don't ask for anything other than that you spread the aloha spirit. Mahalo for being here. Mahalo for being a part of my growth as a leader and communicator. It means the world to me. Everyone who chatted, everyone who lurked. I hope you had fun with this. We'll be back Friday night. And playing video games with Sam. We're playing It Takes Two. Oh, and tomorrow afternoon we'll probably be doing some more Week Fit Plus. So yeah, I look forward to seeing everyone then. Aloha.
Super off topic, but I just tagged you in a TikTok with some weird, messy drama that reminded me of the Mormon bombshell. Oh my god, we'll be looking into that. Thank you. Oh my god, Aloha Craw rated you with a party of 4 viewers. Welcome. Hi everyone. How are we doing? How are we living? How are we loving? Welcome to the party. So, Margaret Sanger has a dinner party. She basically has this party and it's like, what's up bitches? I wanna, big fan of your TikTok. Thank you. Thank you, Aloha Craw. I love that for me. Welcome. Could the Monday stream be Mormon mom drama? Ooh, that's a good idea. I don't know if I have the time to get into that, but because I'm off work on Monday, I might. That's a very good idea. Interesting. Okay, so she has this dinner party and it's like, hey bitches, I want to make a birth control pill. That's Margaret Sanger's plan at this current moment in time. So then the biologists, John Rock and Gregory Pincus, team up to develop the birth control pill with the money from Catherine McCormick. Second, third, we want the Mormon mom drama. All right. So, state laws prohibiting contraception made it difficult to do trials. So they controversially first test the drug on female and male patients at a psychiatric hospital in Massachusetts.